Well, good morning, everyone. This is Knox County Commissioners, January 27th, 2026. We have our HR department here to educate us on the life of HRA.
Indeed. So thanks so much
Thank
for
you,
having
Courtney.
me. It's been a little while since I've been in front of you. So what I've provided today is kind of the highlights of 2025 for you, the data from over the last year. So just some of the things to highlight for you. We did partner with EMA department to perform site visits here in the building. To start, making sure everyone's continuity of operation plans are up to date and see what kind of training they might need when it comes to safety. HR over the last year participated in several career fairs, job fairs locally, and we went to OSU in Newark for their job fair as well. Just talking about the amazing employment opportunities that we have here in the county. Facilitated a few trainings for staff, including CPR, first aid, AED, self-defense, and then our yearly course of HR training. And Andrea is already working on getting more trainings set up for this year. Last year, we instituted a quarterly HR partnership meeting with folks in the different departments who may have HR type roles, whether it's payroll or onboarding within their divisions, things of that nature. And I think that that was well received. And we have our first one coming up in February to kick off 2026. We also hosted the Ohio Means Jobs Knox County Summer Youth participants, as well as Chamber of Commerce's Leadership Knox class, teaching them about, or I guess informing them about county government. So it's nice to have those visitors come and learning what we do. We started digitizing all employee personnel and medical files in the HR office. So that's a project that we continue to work on and hope to have completed within the next month or two.
Is that a matter of just scanning forms?
Yes, correct. And then going forward, those things are automatically being digitized. So we won't have paper personnel files or paper medical files. As you know, we worked with CCAO's Benefits Plus to add supplemental insurance as an offering for county staff last year and created a safety committee to implement and update safety initiatives for staff.
How'd the enrollment go on that?
We had some bumps out of the gate for the life insurance and supplementals, but once we got clarification from Aflac about some things that weren't communicated early, then it certainly got a lot better. And the rep for Aflac was extremely helpful, and she and her team were on site for a few days as we did that open enrollment, and that was tremendously beneficial. So now as new employees are onboarding, we do that automatically. Our staff is helping to get them enrolled or at least hooked up with Aflac in case they want to take on any supplementals, but we're getting them enrolled in the county life insurance that they're offered for free. So as of yesterday, staffing levels for the county 571. So broken down 13 elected officials, 461 full-time employees, 85 part-time, and 13 seasonal / intermittent. So that's what that looks like. Currently, we are looking for folks to join our team as full-time 911 dispatchers. We need some eligibility referral specialists in Job and Family Services, as well as an intake caseworker in our Children's Services division. The engineer is still looking for highway workers 2 and 3. And the sheriff's office is still sourcing for another jail cook. So if anyone has any ambitions in those areas, we encourage them to go on our website and complete applications. And I wrote down here, ranked them how folks are hearing about our jobs right now. Indeed is kind of the leader where we get a lot of interest, as well as Ohio Means Jobs, Knox County's website and county website. Those are the top 3 places that our applicants are learning about our jobs. So interviewing slowed down. We didn't participate in any interviews so far in January, but I know we sourced a lot of 911 dispatch applications, so I would think that we would be starting those interviews very soon. I'll reach out to Laura this week and make sure that we get those started. In the last month, we've onboarded 6 and offboarded 3 employees. And then I gave you a rundown of the whole year of interviews, onboarding and offboarding, and what those numbers look like for us, as well as how many FMLA cases we processed. 48 last year, and we're currently monitoring 19. So, questions, concerns, feedback? Right now, Andrea is working on our ACA 1095 reporting in conjunction with Sevco, and so she should have that data wrapped up probably by the end of this week, and then they send out the 1095s on our behalf. And Andrea finished working on the PERP reports, that's Public Employer Risk Reduction Program, and the report should be down here for Bill to sign, and then we will upload those to workers' comp website. We have to have those uploaded by February 1st, and then post them to all the county offices need to have those posted up, and Andrew will make sure that they have those in order to post by February 1st through April 1st, and those then those can be taken down.
I'll give you kudos. I look at the jobs available online that you post. Good job, because it tells you the qualifications needed, the money that you're going to make, time and experience. So it's a good explanation.
Okay.
And a lot of times when companies put out their job wants or needs, it doesn't explain it very well. So it's kind of a blind path to get a job, and you got to do a good job explaining it. So kudos to you.
Appreciate that feedback.
yeah.
Yeah, we try to give people probably more information than they necessarily need,
overload.
but at least they have it up
Yeah.
front and know what those jobs entail. So
Well, better to know up front than to say, oh, gosh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
At least we're more successful hire, right?
Hopefully, yes, a well-informed applicant is good
So
thing.
on the 1095 report,
Yes.
that's kind of an Obama care leftover, everyone's got a sign up thing, or
It's an ACA requirement.
Okay.
So the Affordable Care Act, it's a requirement of the Affordable Care Act that we provide our employees access to that 1095 data, which basically says that they've had medical insurance coverage X amount of months throughout the year. Or if they didn't have coverage, then that, is on there too. And employees just keep that information with their tax records. It's a button that you click or a box that you tick when you're filling out your taxes to let the government know that you did have access to medical benefits if you're full-time, or if you are a part-time worker that's worked more than an average of 30 hours per week. So yes.
yeah, I always consider that kind of an unnecessary paperwork thing to kill more trees to say. But yeah, appreciate Courtney, and how your staff, Pam and Andrea, keep everyone in check. Because I know that it's been a evolution for the county,
Certainly.
because it was but you guys keep fine tuning that.
We keep evolving, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. So,
Okay.
Great job.
Rachel.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you.
Courtney.
I will let Pam and Andrea know as well. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yes, you all as well. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yes, you do.
Thanks.
Bethany is not gonna be in today, due to some weather issues, so we'll press on to our agenda items. We have a proven acknowledgement letter for the aerial application of insect controls. This is I think the spongy moth that the state does treatments, and this is just basically you guys acknowledge that we did receive state information, that they're doing some virtual open houses, and that we would post this information on the county website for public viewing, and this is for you to sign, and we'll send back to the state.
So we need to that's a resolution.
Yes, please.
I'll take a motion for that.
Motion to approve.
Those in favor say aye. Aye.
Then that letter will be signed by all three of you. And then we have appoint Steve Thompson to the Volunteer Senior Levy Advisory Board.
Take a motion.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
And then to appoint Dave Bouchard to the Volunteer Senior Levy Advisory Board.
Motion to approve.
Those in favor say aye. Aye.
And then Courtney was just speaking of this, and we do already have this. This is for you to approve the State of Ohio Public Employment Risk Reduction Program PERP report. And this is for all work-related injuries and illnesses for 2025. And each office has these, and Phil, you'll have to sign each and every one of these. There's a bunch.
What a joy. Motion.
Motion to approve.
Those in favor say aye.
You were doing that. And then we have a few bills and one set of minutes for you to approve. And other than that, I think we just want to make sure we thank our maintenance and facility staff for the work they've done over the last 2 to 3 days has been monumental. There's a lot of snow and they've been here a lot of hours, so we want to make sure we thank them for all the hours and nighttime hours and early morning hours to try to get the parking lots and sidewalks and everything. They're still working through it, but it's been a lot of snow and we're working on getting the truck out of here to get it out of the parking lots. So
Yes, we're very grateful. They've done a good job.
And then for Thursday's agenda, we do plan on doing a resolution on Baton Nest Road. For those who've been sitting back and waiting, that will be Thursday. We'll talk about that. And then Barry, you were working on having the juniors of the schools coming in. That was going to be next week, right?
Yeah, postponed because of weather and sicknesses in the school. So their schedule has been kind of moved around a little bit with the weather. So it will be rescheduled, and I'll keep everybody informed as to that date when we narrow it down a little closer.
Okay, good.
Commissioner, I guess I would say for Thursdays, that portion of the meeting is not necessarily for more public comment
Yeah,
on Baton Nest Road. This is for the
Yes.
three of you to discuss it at that point amongst yourselves and then call for a vote. But I think all the public input has been received at this point, so
True.
on that day, we wouldn't necessarily schedule out time for more discussion. It'll be for the three of you to have discussion and then take a vote.
Okay. Good clarification. So, if there's no other business to be shared, take motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We stand adjourned. Everyone be safe this week. Stay warm.